All right, what's going on, y'all? I uploaded a video like 2 or 3 days ago talking about Boogie 2988, and I was just ranting about how I thought like the whole faking cancer thing was pretty bad. But a lot of the comments on the post were actually really enjoying the Alice gameplay. So you know what? I have some pre-recorded Alice gameplay. Let's just chill out for a bit and just talk about Alice. Gameplay wise, this game, I always called it God of War for alt girls because it's based like gameplay wise, it's kind of like a puzzle hack and slash type of thing for the sequel game here. But the story is really similar to something like Psychonauts, where you're like inside the mind of the main character and you're kind of like playing through like their psychological issues or something. I'm probably like really dumbing down the story of basically what it's about, but if I was to say in a nutshell what this franchise kind of is like, I would say it's like gameplay God of War, story Psychonauts. The gameplay you're seeing here is from Madness Returns, or Alice Madness Returns, which is actually the sequel game to American McGee's Alice, which came out in I think like 2001. I could be wrong about that. I might flash the date the game came out on the screen here, but yeah, so it's basically a sequel game because the story in the first game to basically Alice's family got unalived. I can't believe I just said that, in a house fire, and she went mad and went into like a psych ward. And what you're playing through in the game is like what she's going through in her mind, and it's like because Wonderland's all twisted up and messed up because like her mind's kind of messed up and things at the time. So yeah, that's basically like the story in a nutshell. And a lot of the characters from like the Wonderland Alice in Wonderland story are kind of like twisted and messed up too, and they need Alice's help and all that. And I think the Red Queen is like the representation of like just the things going wrong in Alice's mind. I could be completely wrong about the story. This is kind of my interpretation of it. I highly recommend you guys play through the games yourselves and like make your own like just put in the comments what you took from the game. But honestly, I just think the game's really cool. I love the level designs. I love how everything looks. The art style is really cool. And I've just been playing it a lot. I like it a lot. But something I'm actually really sad about with this franchise is there's supposed to be a third game, but because of like some stuff with like EA, I guess it's never going to happen. So basically, American McGee was planning on making a third, and I think this would have been like the final game in the franchise too. But EA didn't want to fund the game, but then at the same time, they also didn't want to sell the rights of Alice back to American McGee. So he made like this big GoFundMe thing, and I guess it kind of he got the money for it, but then he doesn't like have the rights to his own game, so I guess he can't really just do it. Like he can't just make the game because EA is the one that owns it, but they don't want to sell the rights back to American McGee. So the franchise is just kind of like done, and we're never going to get that third game, and I'm really sad about that because like I think it would have been if there was a third game to happen, it would have been pretty like good, you know? Like I think with a lot of I guess alt stuff and emo things kind of coming back, and there's like a big subculture of it coming back, like people would have ate this game up if it ever released today or something like that. And yeah, it's just like it just feels like corporate greed just kind of ruined the franchise. Like maybe there will be a third game, but it will have no involvement with the original guy who created this franchise, American McGee himself. So yeah, that's the drama of what's happened to the third game, which we'll never get. And like I don't know. Like although I love this game and I think it's really cool, it has a really interesting story, there's not really much replay value. So once you finish the story, or you could replay it in New Game Plus and get all the collectibles and things, there's like nothing really else to do. And even in the Steam version here that you're seeing, there's not even they don't even have like achievements or anything. So like once you're done with the story, you're kind of done with the game. I kind of wish it was more like, let's say, Devil May Cry, where there's like a ton of different stuff to do and learn how to do in the game. But I guess that's not really what this game is going for. Like, as much as I would love to have like a little horde mode type of thing where you just like kill as many enemies as possible or something like that, that's just not really the theme of the game. But I just would like something to give it more replay value or have like a little learning curve type of thing, like in Devil May Cry or something like that. As you guys could tell, I love the Devil May Cry games. Those games are really fun too. It's like honestly the only gripe I really have with this game and the franchise. Like, there's not really, as good as everything looks and as cool as everything looks, there's not much replay value. And maybe that would have been fixed in the third game if it was to ever like happen, which I kind of doubt. I honestly hope that EA kind of changes their mind and they're like, I guess they release a third game or something like that, or just like have I don't know, maybe reboot the franchise or something. That'd be pretty cool. But then again, it won't have American McGee's like influence or anything like that. It would mostly just be EA doing it on their own. So will it really be as good? Would you guys really want a third game even though the original guy is not involved, or like does it not really matter to you guys? You could put that in the comments too. But yeah, so honestly, this game's pretty cool. You could pick it up pretty cheap on Steam when there's a EA sale. I got this copy here for like less than $2, and it also includes the original American McGee's Alice. You have to like do some extra steps to get that working on your copy of the game, but overall it's definitely worth it. You get two really cool games for less than $2. So yeah, definitely check this game out if you ever feel like it. And yeah, that's my video yapping about Alice, since a lot of you in the comments are kind of interested in this game, I guess. So yeah, see you guys in whatever I feel like uploading next. Bye bye.
I got you, thin goth boy.